How colonialism made India the diabetes capital of the world. India, the land of spices, vibrant colors, and a rich cultural heritage, has an unfortunate title today, the diabetes capital of the world. Why is this happening? How did a country known for its wholesome natural diets find itself at the epicenter of a health crisis? To uncover the truth, we must rewind the clock to the colonial era. This is a story of exploitation, famine, and corporate greed. And yes, Winston Churchill, a name you hear often, plays a pivotal role. Under British rule, India's vast resources were drained to fuel the empire. In 1943, during World War II, the Bengal Famine killed an estimated 3 million people. Can you believe it? 3 million people. The cause? Not a natural disaster, but deliberate policies. Winston Churchill infamously remarked, the famine was their own fault for breeding like rabbits. Meanwhile, he diverted food supplies to British troops, leaving millions to starve. This mass starvation and the stress it inflicted on generations is a key factor in today's diabetic epidemic. How starvation leads to diabetes. Here's the science. Prolonged famine alters the body's genetic code, a phenomenon known as epigenetic imprinting. Survivors of the Bengal famine pass down these changes to their children. The result? A heightened risk of type 2 diabetes. A 2021 study found that South Asians are more prone to store fat around vital organs, a direct consequence of historical famine. After independence in 1947, India's focus shifted to rebuilding, but poverty persisted. By the 1990s, liberalization brought a flood of fast food culture into Indian homes. Global giants introduced products loaded with sugar and unhealthy fats. Why? Because sugar is addictive and profits skyrocketed. Some facts: some products even contain more than 40 grams of sugar, which is quite higher than the daily recommendation. Here's the shocking part. Many big companies avoid using harmful ingredients like palm oil and excessive sugar in the West. Yet in India, these practices are rampant. Why the double standards? Simply put, regulation is weaker in developing nations. Palm oil, for instance, is linked to heart diseases and diabetes, and India is its largest consumer. India has over 77 million diabetes patients, and the number is rising. Tamil Nadu and Kerala report the highest prevalence due to urbanization and dietary shifts. Globally, diabetes costs the healthcare system $1 trillion annually. In India, the economic burden is staggering, pushing many families into poverty. What can be done? So, what's the solution? First, stronger regulations on sugar and palm oil. Countries like Chile have successfully curbed junk food consumption through clear labeling and taxes. Second, a return to traditional Indian diets, rich in millets, legumes, and fresh vegetables, is crucial. And finally, awareness. It's time to demand accountability from big giants and policymakers alike. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, the health of the nation is the wealth of the nation. India's diabetes crisis is a legacy of colonial exploitation and modern corporate greed. But change is possible by learning from our past and demanding a healthier future. We can reclaim our title as a land of wellness. The choice is ours. Let's not forget, Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. With this, I am ending my today's video. If you've liked the video, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon and keep watching Political Gambit for more such interesting stories. Thank you.